So just when you thought things kind of go from bad to worse for the Cowboys, they did. I understand that there's been a lot going on, but now to pile on to that, DeMarcus Lawrence is going to be out for the next 6 to 8 weeks due to a foot injury, and more specifically a broken foot. And this just is not what you want to hear. But if the Cowboys are going to be a serious team this year, this is the type of stuff you need to overcome. And I understand that there are defensive questions, but we'll get into that more in depth as we go along, because there are ways the Cowboys can minimize these types of, annoyances and issues that come about. So there's that. So before we get started, if you guys can do me a solid favor and leave a like on this video, it doesn't take too long to do. Subscribe if you want to continue to get this type of content, and hit that notification bell. That'd be great. So, with all that being said, with him being out 6 to 8 weeks, it puts more pressure on this defense to really step up their game. But given the talent that the Cowboys have on the defensive side of the ball that needs to see some game reps so we can get a sense of what we're working with, I think this is a golden opportunity for these younger guys like Dorrance Armstrong, Bradley and Nye, and, Jabril Cox and company, and where they play on defense. And you can throw Micah Parsons in there, but, we'll see how that goes. But the way I look at it is that you need to get creative on what you're going to do on defense. And I think you might see a lot more 3-4 looks from Dan Quinn if he knows how to adjust. Because, sure, you're probably going to see Chauncey Goldstein get some time as well, from what we're hearing. But my main thing is that if we're a serious team, you need to overcome these things. And I think that they can if everything goes well. So you look at these next stretch of games. So you have the Chargers with your next road game coming up. Then you have 3 home games versus Philadelphia, the Panthers, and the Giants. And then you have the Patriots on the road before you head into your bye week. And then, so those are your 5 weeks there. And then you have your 6th week being the bye week. And so the earliest he could return is that Vikings game. But let's assume that he can't return for that. Then you have Denver, and then you have Atlanta. Those are, at the latest you're pushing it. So when you look at these stretch of games for the Cowboys, it gets a lot tougher because of the injuries. And I don't want us to sit here and get panicky, because really, as long as number 4 is under center, we have a chance to win all these games. And I know this is like, oh, wow, this sounds similar to that of the Romo era. And it is true. I mean, as long as Dak Prescott has the ability to do his work, I think we'll be fine. And so the question is, where do the Cowboys look to stand after all this? And it gets hard, because I think the ways in which the Cowboys can mitigate this issue is you can use Micah Parsons as a pass rusher, okay? He's done this in training camp. He's done this at Penn State. Like, he has been just a defensive force wherever you put him. So I think that you can play him at the edge position if you need to. Another thing is you can, have the 3-4 looks and have, him be one of those pass rushers, which you might need. Jabril Cox, I think, is going to be a massive, force in the sense of he's going to be that guy that you can plug in at that linebacking core, and he's going to make plays for you. And, he showed that throughout preseason and training camp. I understand, it's just preseason training camp. But Dallas needs to get creative on defense. They can't just be like, okay, we're going to throw just, Dorrance Armstrong, and we're just going to go with the traditional look. If they're serious and Dan Quinn's that guy, he's going to put the best guys out there. And so you have that, and then, apparently Donovan Wilson might not be playing because of, some groin stuff, which then that means that you're looking at Malik Hooker possibly, because we haven't heard any issues with him yet, aside from that first game. So you might see him start, and you might, the way I look at it is, in totality, we need to just take a collective deep breath and understand the full-on situation of the opponents we're going up against. Okay? So, you have the Chargers. If you start 0-2, a lot of people are going to freak the hell out and be like, you can't start 0-2. So I understand that, and I completely agree there. I think that if you're trying to be serious, you need to take care of teams like the Chargers, like teams that could be on that playoff threshold, right? So I think Dallas will take care of business versus LA. I don't see a reason why they're going to start 1-1. I predicted they were going to lose to the Chargers but beat the Bucks. So I think Dallas will start 1-1. The last time they started 0-2 was 2010, and I don't see them losing to the Chargers. They could, but let's go ahead and let's throw out that 0-2. Let's just go worst case scenario. You've played the Eagles at home. I don't see Dallas losing that game. I think that Dallas, given the sense of Jimmy Johnson's getting his ring there for the Hall of Fame, and I think if you're looking to see him getting put in the Hall of Fame, Ring of Honor, excuse me, it's going to be one of those electric nights. So I think that Dallas will win against Philadelphia. As for the Panthers are one of those sneaky teams, okay? And I think that depending on how they're looking going into this game, you could see Dallas win this game. But part of me feels like that this could be a loss as well. So let's say 1-3. And then you have the Giants at home. I think that you'll take care of business there. So 2-3. And then you face the Patriots. Now the Patriots are another stingy team that I think the Cowboys could beat. But this could be another loss there. But I do think you can really interchange the Panthers and Patriots game. So let's just, out of sake of it, we'll swap the Panthers game for a win, and then we'll swap this Patriots game for a loss. So that's 3-3 at the bye week. Then you have the Vikings, Broncos, Falcons in that span of time as well. I think that Dallas, them and Minnesota have had pretty good games for the most part. It really depends on what team you're getting. So let's say Dallas. If Dallas beats the Vikings, I'm pretty sure they're going to win their next 2 games at home. So realistically speaking, you're looking at a situation where you're looking at a 6-3 start or a 5-4 start. And if you can be 6-3 by the time that DeMarcus Lawrence comes back, I'm pretty confident that this team's going to do something, possibly. But if they're under 500 or they're 5-4, depending on how you get there, is going to really, say something about this team. But overall, I think that Dallas is going to be fine, and I don't see a reason to hit the panic button. DeMarcus Lawrence, sure, he's one of our better defensive players, but we need to sit here and understand where we're at right now and just, look, you have a quarterback that's top 5 right now, and he's going to do his part to make sure that you win and get you in that position. If that defense can make a couple critical stops here and there, and if they can continue getting turnovers, I think Dallas will not skip a beat. So this is a huge thing. Let's just hope that, they take advantage of the opportunity. And yeah, let's go get some wins. So once again, guys, thank you guys for watching this video. And if you could, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Tomorrow we have the Giants and the Washington football team playing, so we'll see how the NFC East is going to start looking after that, because whoever wins that game is going to be in first place, assuming that Philadelphia loses. So we'll see. But once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. All right, guys? Have a good one. Bye-bye.